Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Finance Friday. I'm all tongue-tied right now. This is Finance Friday, the show where we help you transform your relationship with your money by giving you the information you need to help you grow and protect your wealth. I'm Amy Novakovich. This is Ryan Wilson.
Hey everybody.
Check us out on Twitter at Nova Wealth Management. It's abbreviated MGMT. Go look at our Instagram because we are consistently posting new content and we will start going live on there as well. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put all our videos on there, and there's even additional videos on there that aren't on Finance Friday and Instagram. Also, check out our podcast. It's on iTunes, The Nova Wealth Show, and we will post this episode to our podcast as well. There's other podcasts on there that are not on Finance Friday, so definitely check that out. We give you a tip every single week, something to take away right away so you don't have to watch the whole thing. And one of the things I want to address right now at the end of the year is that if your mutual funds, for those of you that own mutual funds, if you're not sure if you own a mutual fund, ask or just go look. And usually if it's a 5-letter ticker symbol, it's a mutual fund. They will pay out capital gains this time of year. So if you see a drop in the prices, you typically get a capital gains deposit in the cash in the account, and you will owe taxes on that if it's not a retirement account. So check that out. Just be aware that mutual funds do kick off capital gains this time of year. All right. Ready?
Let's do it.
So the internet is this wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an encyclopedia. Did you have encyclopedias?
Yeah, I mean, I only used them for like class projects when we had to.
Right.
When,
but for those of you that don't know what an encyclopedia is, it's basically paper books with like anything that you can look up. Information. So the internet, you can get financial information off of, but when do you know, is this appropriate? Should I take this from the internet, or when should I actually seek professional human financial advice? So we're going to go over specific things today as to what is okay to get on the internet and what is not.
That's right. So the first one this week is what you can get on the internet is education, right, or like definitions of what is...
Like what is a mutual fund?
Right, what is a mutual fund? Yeah, you can Google that. You can Google that. You can add a tab right now while you're watching this, add a tab.
We shouldn't endorse Google. We are not affiliated with Google.
The large search engines. And so you can look up what is a mutual fund, or
what is a stock?
Yeah. So definitions, things that are like more literature, that's just to gain information.
Educate yourself.
Yeah.
Inform yourself.
Those are things that you can look on the internet for.
Yes.
And they're helpful, and they can be they're more objective. So you are just going to be getting information, taking it in, and just know more about whatever that is.
You're not asking the internet, is this right for me?
Right.
You're not asking for them to have an opinion. You're simply asking, what is this? And this should be consistent across all, resources.
Yeah. So to juxtapose that, that's my big word of the week, is the things that are not... We don't recommend, and what are not okay to look for on the large search engines is implementation. So things that are maybe more subjective rather than just taking on information of what is a mutual fund or what is an ETF or what is this or that, but maybe something that's like, what should I do?
Or how much should I put in one? I mean, the internet
or what's
does
a good
not
one?
know
or
your income and your assets and your expenses. Like, the internet doesn't know that about you.
Not yet. We are in a place where the internet knows those things about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things where if something is needed to know about you as a person, whether it's your income level, whether it's your tax bracket, whether it's your age and your goals. I mean, the internet doesn't know what you want to do in retirement. The internet doesn't know what your kids, that you need to save for college.
Yeah.
Those types of things. The internet can't tell you, and so you need somebody that's maybe unbiased that can give you subjective.
I'm thinking it also might be hard for someone to say what's the difference between the two, though. Like, I know we're giving examples, but do you see what I mean? Like, if somebody is saying, well, I just want to know what I should put in my retirement account. Is that subjective, or is that, me just educating myself? Like, do the lines cross is what I'm asking.
I think that they can, and there's probably a little bit of a blur there. Yeah. But I would say that if it's something that you're really making a decision about, then
Yeah.
you should probably get advice. Whether it's just a second opinion, it would just be a good idea that if you're going to make a decision, actually act on something. Don't just use the information you've gained, but talk to somebody else, and maybe they can clarify or make it more.
Very good. Good clarification
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
The next one is an easy one, historical trends. If you want to know, okay, how much did Apple go down in the crash? Look it up. Like, it's just in the history. There's a lot of different sites that you can look up, and this is not something you need advice. It's just information. So far we've got education and definitions, things that are objective, and we've got historical information or trends. Like, if you want to know, when was the last time interest rates went up? You can see when the last time we were in an interest rate rising interest rate environment. How long did it last? So if you're looking for trends, historical information is perfectly fine to look up. Now, how does it affect me? Like, how did the crash of 2008 affect me, and what should I have done differently? That takes advice. So that's not something that, you can't take history and then apply it to you. You're just looking for the information.
Yeah.
Oh, and the next one's a good one.
Yeah,
You're gonna get fired up. On
Yeah,
this one.
so this one is good.
This might need to be where we end.
Yeah.
Actually.
So everyone is kind of looking on the internet nowadays. I know all the time for these get rich quick schemes or the
You
next
don't have to
penny.
call
It doesn't
them
have to be a
schemes.
scheme. It doesn't have to be a scheme. It doesn't even have to
Get
be
rich quick programs.
programs, or even if it's just the next, the next Apple that people are looking for, or the next
Oh, yeah,
Amazon.
all
Like,
the time.
people want to find the next penny stock that's going to turn into.
Just go buy all marijuana. No, just kidding. That was a joke. But I get questions on that all the time because it's like, oh, well, they have to flourish. It's like, then why hasn't a bigger company bought them yet? Because they don't have their business together yet. You can have all the demand in the world, but if you don't have the business management down, it will fail and it won't make you money. So the whole get rich quick thing, there is so many things out there that are like, follow these trades. I have a client that forwards me emails that they literally will say, place this trade and make $7,000 in a week. It's like, you don't even know how much money I'm putting in it.
Yeah.
Like, that right there should be a red flag.
Right.
When it gives you specific dollars about how much you will make, it's not telling it. It's not. It shouldn't be giving you exact advice of put this amount in here and you will make this amount. Nothing is guaranteed, guys. So there
Yeah.
should be red flags with the whole get rich quick thing.
And there have been people that have gotten rich by investing early and things like that. And those happen, but it's not common. Not everyone, and more fail than succeed. You
Oh,
hear
for
the
sure.
success stories, but you don't hear about the people that lost everything because they put all their money into some penny stock that is now bankrupt.
Well, and I always say, like, especially buying investments that do really well, you have to be right twice. You have to be right when you put your money in, that it was low, and then you have to be almost, don't take this the wrong way, but almost stupid enough to hang on to it when it's already made you all this money and you didn't sell it. Like, you just kept hanging on to it until you're a multi-billionaire.
Right.
Like, it must have happened by accident, or did you just say in your self, oh, greed, I can make more than this.
Yeah.
Like, when is it a stupid decision and a smart decision that you actually hung on to something that long that you didn't take your gains?
Yeah, and so that's something that we say don't look on the internet, is when to get out of something. So if you were to buy something and you do really well, when to take those gains, when to take that win and to get out before it comes back down. And when we were kind of prepping for this, we were talking about like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And how people got in really early and they rode
There's so much
that
hype.
wave, but then a lot of people were like, I'm just going to keep riding that wave, and then it just crashes. And so, have someone that is unbiased that can give you, hey, oh, that's what we talked about, is the what hurts worse,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I always say that.
So if what hurts worse, if you get out of something now and it goes up another 20% and you missed out on that, or if you
Don't get
kept
out.
it and it
Yeah.
dropped 40, 50, 60% and
100.
then, or 100, or gone, yeah, pretty much
What hurts
overnight.
worse?
What hurts worse? You answer that question, but that's when you need somebody to kind of speak into that to say,
Right.
hey, now might be a good time to go ahead and take, like, you're up 400%, 500%, if you got in early enough. Let's
sure.
let's go ahead and take that and talk about what hurts worse. And probably the loss is going to hurt worse than missing out on
I think
a
so.
few percentage
I mean,
points.
no, for me.
Yeah.
So let's recap real quick. So number 1 was education and definitions. Number 2 is historical information or historical trends. Number 3 is get rich quick programs, trading programs, anything like that. And number 4 is Googling, like, search engineing when to get out of an investment. That's advice for you. I really think we should kind of wrap this up because we have others. There's 3 more that we have, but we will do videos.
It's a teaser.
As a teaser. There are 3 more as to what you should look on the internet, or not what you should, but what is okay to get on the internet and when you should seek financial advice. And we'll do videos on Instagram and YouTube, and you can go check those out later. But again, these 4, it's very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Important that you understand that the education versus advice. When it takes someone to know you in order to get that answer, that is where you stop the internet searching and you pick up the phone and you need a human to give you actual advice. So education, definitions, historical information and trends, get rich quick. They don't know you. They can't give you specific dollar amounts about what you're going to make. That's impossible for them to know. And then when to get out of an investment. That is according to your situation and what is best for you, not always just the investment itself. So those all take more than just the internet, and we will give you the other 3 on our other.
The internet doesn't know you. Find someone that does.
Great lasting thought. Thanks, guys. Join us next week. We will see you then.
Have a great weekend.